All right, guys. Sandy says read, and welcome to the live stream. This is the first one. Hopefully, I am broadcasting. Hang on while I check the screen. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. You guys. You're probably all just wondering, is she even really live? Yes, I really am. I am going to talk to you. I am going to bring you some content. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute to look and see where all these things happen. Because this is all new to me, I have no clue where things are supposed to be popping up. So hang on a second. Oh, brilliant. Okay, good. Okay, well, hopefully, as you guys leave some comments over here in the live chat field, hopefully I'll be able to see that. So welcome, come on in. If you feel the need to leave something in the chat, a little live chat, hopefully I will see it. Hopefully it will pop up over here on the side of my screen and I'll be able to react. Hopefully. If not, please understand I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose. No, I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose. Like if you're leaving messages to say hi, hi back. Okay, I'm going to begin with letting you guys know that we do have a bingo game that you could be playing here at the Sandy Says Read channel. Now, you guys, I started this thing up. I saw this over at the behavior panel. You know, I like to follow the behavior panel when I can. And those guys have this thing they do where you can play bingo with them. So when you're watching their, like the premiere of their videos, like they do a video at least every Thursday afternoon, right? And when you're watching that, you can play bingo with them. And they have different sayings and different words that they use pretty frequently as they're doing their analyses of behaviors that they see in different interviews and stuff, right? So I decided that was a pretty cool concept. So I made up a bingo, I guess a bingo playlist of words that I often say here on the Sandy Says Read channel. Because I've noticed that there are some things I tend to say again and again, you know, like, you know, I often will say, hold please. I say that one pretty frequently on here. So hold please is on this. Of course, it's not on this particular bingo card. Anyway, I printed this out for you guys to see. Here you go. Can you see those? There you go. There's our bingo card. Sandy Says Read bingo. And you can see the different words and sayings that are typically discussed or typically said here on the Sandy Says Read channel. Yeah, there's hold please. It's on there. And this one is in color. The little free space in the middle is in our signature purple color. But if you wanted to go to the Bingo Baker link that is in the drop-down box below, at least it should be showing up in the drop-down box below. If you go to that link, you can generate your own Sandy Says Read bingo card. You can also print it out in black and white. Of course, you get the concept. There you go. All right. I put together just like a whole bunch of just little sayings that typically show up here on the channel. You get it. Right? In fact, you guys get it. That's one of the boxes. So as you are listening to all of my rambling here on the channel, you can play bingo. And you can probably fill up one of these cards pretty quickly and easily. I'm rambling. Okay, there we go. That's on the card too. You can generate different ones. Like you don't have to use the same card every time. You can generate different ones because I did come up with quite a long playlist of things that I typically say here on the channel. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's the bingo stuff. You guys, I have notes for this live stream because I didn't know if anyone would be showing up and there wouldn't be a lot of interaction with the chat that I don't know if I can see or not. So I made a list of things that I could just ramble about as if I was filming just a regular old video, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to do here on today's live stream is show you guys the fancy dancy wristbands that I ordered. Yeah, okay, here we go. So I ordered some wristbands to go in these boxes that I'm going to create. I'll tell you all about the boxes in a second too. But I'm creating boxes for the books, my books to go in. I ordered wristbands. I can also give these things away, like my tables and author signings, events, stuff like that. But I wanted to have just extra giveaways, right? Just extra pretty little things that, you know, weren't too pricey for me on my end, but would still be, I don't know, something somebody would use, right? Not just a sticker that you're going to throw away or a bookmark that you may or may not care about. Everybody has bookmarks, right? So I didn't know if that was going to be, I covered up my address, so I'm not flashing that to the internet. But here we go. Let's look at these wristbands together. But the book boxes that I'm creating, the box concept seems to kind of be all the rage these days. Like I'm seeing a lot of people talking about the idea of making book boxes. And when I say that, I mean just a nice just cardboard box that you can open up, and inside is not just the author's book, but also some extra goodies or some extra swag. I think these things are sniffy. Oh my goodness, they're messing with me. Fun. All right, what have we got? Here we go. Come on, guys. Riveting so far, yeah? All right, am I going to be able to tear these open? So I made 2 different colors of wristbands. As you can see, hopefully by this package, I've got 2 different colors in here. My signature purple, of course, because I do all my marketing in purple. So let's get one of the purple ones out here for you. Oh, yay. All right. Well, that's nice. It says got dragons. Can you see? I'm looking at it on the screen below. Can you see? Got dragons. Nice. Yeah. And it does have SandyLenderInc.com on the back of it, but that's like embossed. Yeah, embossed. So you can't, so there's no, like you can't see it, right? You're not supposed to be able to see it. I didn't want people having, you know, Sandy Lender Inc. on their wrist. You don't want that. You want the got dragons on your wrist, right? Yeah, I like that. And these purple ones have a little bit of glitter to them. I don't know if you can catch the whole glitter concept. Can you see the glitter? Does the glitter sparkle at all? I don't know if it's sparkling. Kind of, sort of. You can kind of see the sparkle. The lighting in here is not great, right? Maybe you can see it better if I turn it inside out. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see the glitteriness of it, right? All right, there you go. So that's the purple got dragons. And then I also made some that are in it, like a camouflage. Hold, please. They are like twisted together. They're in knots. This won't be easy to do when I'm at a trade show. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Kind of like a camouflage. Can you see it? No. Now can you see it? Still no. Kind of. Yeah, but it also says got dragons, but it's difficult with this lighting. And so there's also the camouflage ones. Because I was thinking guys might not prefer purple. So oops, into the floor it goes. All right, so there we go. Where did I get these done? I got these done at Wristband Bros. They did not sponsor this live stream. That's just where I looked them up online. That's where I got these from. Okay, we have adult size. Yeah, the guy colors, the camouflage ones are in adult size. I also did the purple ones in adult size and youth size. So I've got just a mega butt ton of wristbands that I can give away at trade shows, conferences, author events, that kind of thing. But I'm also going to be putting them in the boxes that I want to make for my books. Because yes, I want to make boxes. I want to put Choices Meant for Gods in a box with some, hey, hi. Yes, there you go. Oh, the camo was nice. Good. All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you at an event and I can hand one to you. And that will be awesome. Good to see you in the chat. The chat is working, you guys. So come on in and leave a comment in the chat. It works. Oh, that pleases me greatly. I'm so glad. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to do any of this, you guys. Okay. So the box that I want to do though is having like Choices Meant for Gods in a box with like one of the wristbands and a candle. The candle line is in production, you guys, and that we'll talk about in another live stream in the future. But have a candle in the box, have a bookmark like everybody does. But I'm also thinking about maybe like a tea, like a tea bag that you would like a lavender or a chamomile type of tea, something pleasing and gentle and calming like that, right? Like Charisse, right? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing with the boxes. I'm thinking of other things that I can put into the boxes. Suggestions are appreciated, definitely, but it needs to be something that's not too heavy, like in weight, because I need to be able to ship these boxes to people who purchase them without adding a whole lot to the weight and to the cost of shipping. I don't want this to be a burden on anyone. Myself, I don't want it to be a burden cost-wise. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see what else is on the list. You guys, I was also going to chat about, my fancy dancy copy of Jane Eyre. You guys know that I'm pretty much obsessed with Jane Eyre. Yeah, and I do not need any more copies of Jane Eyre. I have multiple copies of that book. For some reason, I just decided at some point in my life that I needed to have a lot of copies of it. But I saw this online. This is, let me tell you who did this. Hold, please. Union Square and Company in New York. And this was I think it was toward the end of 2023 that this was released. But I want you to look at how beautiful this book is. Look at that. Isn't that just pretty? There's just something calming and lovely about it. The pretty blue and the slate gray of the flowers on it, and that gold just pops, right? It's just lovely. And when I saw it online, I thought, you know what? I need to have that in my life. It has these gold sprayed edges. Isn't that nice? It's just freaking beautiful. Even the ribbon is a pretty blue to go with the pretty blue on the. It's just lovely. I thought it was gorgeous, and I decided, yeah, I'll take money out of the food budget and I will buy that and I will have it as my own. And I think that because this has arrived and it's so beautiful and lovely, it has spurred me into action, because I have always wanted to be one of those people who rereads Jane Eyre every year. There are Janeites and they reread Jane Eyre every year. And I love that. And I want to do that. And it has spurred me to do that. This would be the first year I've reread it. You know what I mean? But I want to do that every year. So I'm rereading Jane Eyre right now, and it's making me really happy. It's just a warm and comfortable return to Jane Eyre because of this gorgeous book. It's beautiful. Look at it, right? So I want to ask you guys, do you have like just a gorgeous, beautiful book on your bookshelf that just inspires you in some way? Is there some gorgeous, beautiful book that you've got that you shouldn't have purchased, but you did because you couldn't help it? Yeah, that's what this was. I shouldn't have purchased this, but I did, and I'm glad that I did, because there it is. All right, so there's my fancy dancy Jane Eyre. All right, what else is on the list for this evening's live stream, you guys? We looked at fancy Jane Eyre. Okay, this is merchandise. You guys, I have a merch shop. I've mentioned it on this channel a couple of times. I do have a merch shop. So I've made a couple of new designs for the merch shop just in the last couple of weeks. And I ordered some of the stuff so I could like test it, make sure that the design shows up right, that kind of thing. Because the Spreadshirt shop platform will let you order your own stuff at like cost so that you don't have to pay the upcharged price, right? So I ordered a few things like at cost so I could see if I like them, so I could have them, that kind of thing. So we have a couple items in here that we're going to look at together and see how it turned out. Okay. Set this here. Hope I won't throw it all on the floor. All right. See how it complete with stickers on it. The first item is the Hold Please hat. Yay! Look at that. Because you know I'm constantly saying hold please. Now we have the hat. It says it too. All right, there we go. Hold please. All right. Next we have, this is going to be a mug. Let's see which, oh, I will never be able to get this open. Hang on, guys. Hold please. Let's see if I can get this thing open. So if I throw it across the room, we'll just have to do with it. Talk amongst yourselves. I know. There we go. Okay. I don't know how much noise this is making in the microphone. Sorry, guys. What have we got? Oh, it's a Nigel and Cherise mug. Okay. Let me get that weird. There's no glare. There's like a huge glare. What the heck? Okay. Is that better? There you go. Nigel and Cherise. When I was talking to the fellow who's doing the line of candles, I took him this logo, the Nigel and Cherise logo, and I'm like, okay, so Nigel and Cherise are the main characters. This is who they are, but this is not their vibe. I'm like, this is a logo, a design I made for them for like a Valentine's Day kind of thing, just so I could have some merch, but this is not their vibe. We need something darker for their vibe. So he and his illustrator are doing something pretty cool. Yeah, the illustration he's got going for Cherise is cool, is rocking. That's going to be amazing when we get that done. All right, then let's see. Okay, so we have a t-shirt of Hold Please. Okay, can you see that one? Da-da-da-da. I had, is this like, does it say if it's like the women's relaxed fit t-shirt? Because I wanted to have like options, you know, so that I wanted there to be options, because not everybody likes a tight fitting t-shirt, right? Okay, so there's Hold Please. Yep. Oh yeah, this I will wear a lot. So there's the Nigel and Cherise t-shirt. Yay. And it's in pink because it's very feminine. I had to reorder. I had to reorder my Nigel and Cherise shirt because mine I got a stain on it. And so I can no longer wear my Nigel and Cherise shirt to events because it's got this big old stain on it. I'm like, oh, that sucks a lot. So that one I had to reorder for me, for my own purposes. Yeah. Oh, you like the mug? Yeah, I dig that too. I will use that. I've got a mug that I had done with my Sandy Linder Inc. logo on it, and I use that like on my table at author events and stuff. And I put pens in it so people can take a pen. So I use that mug, but I think I'll use this mug like in my home. Like I will drink tea out of this. Yeah. All right. We're almost done, you guys. Almost done. This one is, Team Malachi. There we go. Team Malachi. Is this one a guy's t-shirt or women's premium t-shirt? Okay. And the color is oatmeal. Malachi is, he is the dragon in the Choices series, and I am Team Malachi for sure. So there's that one. And the final one, this is the one this is the line for my dad. Yep, I'm not far right. I'm just right so far. Yeah, there's a couple of items in the shop for this one. There we go. Just a couple items, and there we go. I must have done this order before the Practice Kindness. I did a design with Practice Kindness, and it's got a little daisy on it. And then what was the most recent one? Was that the most recent one? Well, there you go. I will, when I finish this live stream, I'll give you guys a link to the merch shop so you can check out the stuff if you want to. This is not a hard sell, you guys. If you want to look at the merch, you can. It's not a requirement. All right, what else do we have going on? We unboxed stuff. We looked at the wristbands. We talked about, you guys, I wrote down on here, my family My family is in Mansfield, Missouri today. My dad, my mom, and they took my nieces and nephew, or at least one of my nieces, I saw her in the pictures, to Mansfield because that's where the Rocky Ridge Farm is. If you guys know your Laura Ingalls Wilder, you know that's where she did a lot of her writing, right? Like the Little House in the Big Woods, Little House on the Prairie. She wrote books there, and I would kill to go there. I would love to go there. So they were there and sending me pictures. My dad sent me a picture of, you know, the plaque in front of, you know, the museum. He sent me a picture of Pa's violin, and I'm like, I would like to be there. I'm feeling so much like envy. I would love to be there. So I was like living vicariously through them and the pictures that he was sending. So, but I had to work today in my home in Central Florida. So I was not in Mansfield, Missouri, enjoying Laura Ingalls Wilder stuff. All right. You guys, that's all I have written down on the piece of paper. That's all I had for the live stream stuff. This was practice. Okay. Tonight was practice to see if I could get this live stream to work, to see if I could make all the mechanics come together. And it looks like it has come together. I'm seeing some comments here on this in the chat. I thank you so much for tuning in and helping me with this and for leaving some notes in the chat. That's wonderful. So now I'm going to see if I can end this thing and save it and pick some stuff out of it to do little videos with it. I'm going to play with this thing probably this weekend, see what I can do with it. We'll see how that goes too. You all, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining me for this live stream. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. That's it. Now let's see if I can end this thing. You guys have a good night. All right. And yes, here we go.